Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Saturday, December 31st, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus check out our Patreon in the link down below if you want access for our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our betting picks, we have 3 games to get into, so make sure to watch this video till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Colorado Avalanche vs Toronto Maple Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs are closing out a 3-game road trip on Saturday that has seen the team split the first 2 games after losing to the Arizona Coyotes on Thursday, 6-3. They earned a 5-4 victory in overtime in St. Louis on Tuesday, moving the team to 2-4-1 on the road in December. Toronto was a considerable favorite, -283 in the loss, and is now at -564 in 2022-23. Toronto held a 3-2 lead entering the final period, but gave up 4 unanswered tallies. The Colorado Avalanche dropped the first contest of a 3-game homestand to the Kings on Thursday, 5-4. That snapped a 3-game home winning streak for the team, and Colorado is 4-2-2 in their last 8 games at home. The Avalanche scored 4 goals in the second period to take a 2-goal advantage, but gave up 2 goals in the third before falling in a shootout. The Maple Leafs have been a solid road team this season, but have struggled of late, winning just 1 of their last 4 games away from Toronto. The Avalanche are 3-0-1 in their last 4 games at home and had been getting outstanding goaltending. While they gave up 5 goals to the Kings, they had held opponents to just 2 total goals in the previous 3 home contests. Alexander Georgiev is struggling recently as well, allowing 10 total goals over his last 2 starts. However, Pavel Francouz has allowed 2 goals in each of his last 2 games. The road team had won 5 straight games between these teams, but the home team has won the last 2. Make it 3. Our first pick is Colorado Avalanche for the win. Both of these teams have trended under this season by a significant margin, and I expect that to continue tonight as these 2 top 9 defensive teams in the NHL face off. The under is 21-12-1 in Colorado's games this season and is 8-2 in their last 10 games. In Maple Leafs games this season, the under is 20-14-2. Both Samsonov and Georgiev have been good in goal this season, and they shouldn't be tested all that much in this matchup. Our second pick is to take the under in this game, which I expect to be a low-scoring grind of a game. Columbus Blue Jackets vs Chicago Blackhawks. The Chicago Blackhawks lost their 5th straight game on the road, falling to the St. Louis Blues on Thursday, 3-1. Chicago is now 1-5-0 on the road in December and is only 3-10-2 on the road this season. Patrick Kane scored the lone goal for the Blackhawks, a power play goal, his 6th of the season. Kane has 4 points over his last 5 games and leads the club with 26 total points. However, only 3 players on the club have reached as many as 20 points this season, as Chicago is dead last in goals per game, 2.24, and 29th in goals allowed per contest, 3.71. The special teams had been no help to this club, as they are 17th on the power play, 21.7%, and 26th in penalty killing, 72.6%. The Columbus Blue Jackets dropped their 7th straight game when they fell to the New York Islanders on Thursday, 2-1. Columbus has not earned a victory since defeating the Los Angeles Kings in overtime on December 11, 6-5. Emil Bernstrom scored the lone goal for the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets are in a terrible rut, losers of 7 straight games. However, they have been credible at home of late, winners of 2 of their last 3 home contests. They have shown some pot offensive production on home ice, recording 14 total goals over their last 4 games. Chicago has been completely unable to score goals on the road in their last 5 contests, recording 2 total goals in that span. They had been held to 1 or fewer goals in 5 straight games. Until Chicago defeated Columbus at home in December, the road team had won 6 straight meetings between these clubs. However, with the Blackhawks unable to score, one has to like the Blue Jackets. Our team pick is the Columbus Blue Jackets for the win. The Chicago Blackhawks have been struggling and are coming off a 3-1 road loss against the St. Louis Blues last time out. Right winger Patrick Kane led the team as he was able to finish with their only goal in the game. As a team, they scored 1 goal on 22 shots and won 51.2% of their face-offs. They were also 1 for 2 on power play attempts. Defensively, they did well on this front as they did not allow any goals on 3 power play opportunities. Alex Stalock had a decent game as he gave up 2 goals on 28 shot attempts throughout the game, so they need a better defensive showing going forward. The Columbus Blue Jackets have been doing decently well and are coming off a 2-1 road loss against the New York Islanders last time out. Right winger Emil Bemstrom led the team as he was able to finish with the only goal for them. As a team, they scored 1 goal on 21 shots and won a terrible 37.1% of their face-offs. They were 0 for 2 on power play attempts. Defensively, they did well as they allowed 1 goal on 4 power play opportunities. Joonas Korpisalo had an okay game as he gave up 2 goals on 34 shot attempts, so he needs to show some improvement in his next game. This offense has been brutal to begin the season as they are 29th in the NHL, with 90 goals scored thus far. They have a bunch of players stepping up, including left winger Johnny Gaudreau with 35 points, 10 goals, 25 assists, up to this point of the season, and is dominant on the ice. Defensively, they are absolutely struggling as they are 30th in the league, with 137 goals conceded as well. They need to improve on the defensive side of the ice if they want to win this game. These defenses as of late have been struggling to get stops, as Chicago is allowing 3.8 goals in their last 5 games, while Columbus is giving up 4 goals in their previous 3 games. Neither team has done a great job at killing penalties over the course of the year as well, with the Blackhawks being 26th in hockey, with a 72.6 kill percentage, while the Blue Jackets are 17th, with a 77.6 kill percentage right now. The over is 4-0-1 in their last 5 games against one another, so our first pick is to go with the over in this game as well. Dallas Stars vs San Jose Sharks. The San Jose Sharks are allowing an average of 3.63 goals per game, which is 28th in the NHL. San Jose is holding opponents to an average of 30.6 shots per game, which is 12th. The Sharks have the best penalty kill unit in hockey, holding opponents scoreless 84.9% of the time San Jose is shorthanded. James Reimer is 7-10-3 with a 3.14 goals against average and .898 save percentage, while Kaapo Kähkönen is 3-7-3 with a 3.83 goals against average and .870 save percentage. San Jose is scoring an average of 3.03 goals per game, which is 24th in the NHL. The Sharks are averaging 29.5 shots per game, which is 25th, and San Jose has the 16th best power play, scoring 22.8% of the time with a man advantage. Timo Meier is the leading goal scorer for San Jose with 20, while Logan Couture is second with 14 goals. Erik Karlsson is the leader in assists with 37 and the points leader with 50. Tomas Hertl is second in assists with 22, and Meier is second in points with 37. San Jose has scored 24 power play goals in 37 games. Dallas is scoring an average of 3.54 goals per game, which is 3rd best in the NHL. The Stars are averaging 32.2 shots per game, which is 12th best, and have the 5th best power play, scoring 27.8% of the time with a man advantage. Jason Robertson is leading Dallas across the board in offensive stats, with team highs in goals scored with 24, assists with 28, and points with 52. Roope Hintz is second in goals scored with 18, in assists with 23, and points with 41. Dallas has 32 power play goals in 37 games. Dallas is just too good at both ends of the ice for San Jose this season. The Stars are scoring an average of 3.54 goals per game, while allowing just 2.70 goals per game. Dallas has won 4 of the last 5, and when playing against an opponent with a winning percentage of less than .400, Dallas has won each of the last 4. San Jose has struggled all season and is 14-40 over its last 54 games played. The Sharks have lost 7 of the last 8 head-to-head against Dallas. Home ice is a big advantage in this matchup, as the home team, in this case Dallas, has won 23 of the last 32 meetings between the two. Dallas has received great play between the pipes from Jake Ettinger, who in 24 appearances in goal, has 16 wins and a 2.38 goals against average. Our first pick is Dallas Stars minus 1.5 goals. This game should see a lot of goals, especially for the Stars. The first game between these teams this season easily hit the over, with 9 total goals in the over, pushing on the number only 105 into the second period and hitting just 29 seconds into the third. The over has gone 10-6-1 in Stars home games this season. The over has hit at a significant margin in Sharks games, going 23-13-1 this year, 8-2 in their last 10 games, and a perfect 5-0 in their last 5. Dallas should be able to capitalize easily against a very weak Sharks defense to rack up the goals, while the Sharks should be able to contribute a few of their own. I expect a lot of goals in this game, especially for the Stars. Our second pick is take the over 6 goals.